Traitor, villain, Judas, mercenary. These words echoed across Catalonia as Luis Figo transformed into their most notorious figure with his shocking transfer from Barcelona to Madrid. But what exactly led to this? In this video, we're going to explore every aspect of Luis Figo's football career. So, Luis Figo was enjoying his life in Barcelona because this is where his story of becoming a legend started. But you might be wondering what prompted him to leave such a place, and that too for a rival club that would spark hate and controversy. That's when Florentino Perez came into the picture, and this is the guy who made the most dramatic transfer in the history of football possible. He led his Madrid presidential campaign on the basis of signing Figo, and when he really signed him after winning the elections, I would easily say that, folks, Florentino Perez is the guy. Luis Figo, a street footballer from Cova da Piedade, Almada, first played for UFC As Pastillas before joining Sporting Clube de Portugal Academy at 12. In 1990, he kicked off his pro career at Sporting CP. Yes, the same club where Cristiano Ronaldo would later start his career. Now, Figo's first professional goal came in 1991, and in the same year, he debuted internationally. Between 1990 and 95, he won FIFA U16 and U20 World Championships with Portugal's junior team and clenched the Portuguese Cup in 1995, marking a grand finale to his time there and setting the stage for an incredible yet dramatic career ahead. Now, this might come as a surprise to you, but Figo's professional career kickoff was far from smooth. After leaving Sporting CP, he found himself entangled in transfer confusion. Figo believed he was heading to Parma, an Italian club, but discovered Sporting had actually sold him to Juventus. This mix-up led to a 2-year ban from playing in Italy. However, this twist of fate turned out to be a blessing in disguise. Figo's journey then took him to Barcelona, where his career skyrocketed with a transfer fee of 2.25 million euros. At Barca, he was part of an elite squad, winning the 1996-97 UEFA Champions Cup. His Barcelona stint saw him make 172 appearances, more than at any other club, scoring 30 goals and becoming a fan favorite. But the drama was far from over. For Barcelona supporters, Figo's next move was unthinkable, triggering a sense of deep betrayal. After all, Figo was their star, their hero. The emotions ran high, similar to how Barca fans felt about Messi's exit over wage issues. But the idea of him joining the arch rival of Barcelona, Madrid, it was unfathomable. Now, the smooth sailing eventually turned into an unforeseen storm. How? Well, let me explain. It all started with Real Madrid's presidential elections that were about to take place, but the candidate that stood out here was none other than Florentino Perez. Why? As mentioned earlier, his campaign had none but one major point: I'll sign Figo. Figo falls in the category of players who even the rival fans cannot hate but can only fear due to their amazing game. Coming back to the point, Perez promised Madrid fans to sign Figo, and the games he played to make that happen would be something only a genius can pull off. Oh, and you have to be rich as well. And don't forget that Florentino Perez is a Spanish billionaire. Now, in Madrid, inside the ACS Tower, Paulo Futre met with Florentino Perez. Perez revealed he'd run for Real Madrid's presidency only if he could bring Luis Figo on board. So, Futre reached out to Figo's agent, Jose Vega, with a tempting 6 million euros commission. Greedy as it is, Vega rushed to the Netherlands with the offer. Initially, Figo refused, and when he was offered quadruple the salary he was given in Barcelona, he was still determined to stay. He asked Vega to negotiate a better deal with Barcelona. However, Barcelona's refusal left Figo feeling betrayed, yet he stayed put. Meanwhile, the football world buzzed with Perez's interest in Figo. Unbeknownst to Figo, Vega secretly signed a pre-contract with Real Madrid, risking a huge penalty if Figo didn't sign. And so, after many stressful days, Figo met Vega and Perez in Lisbon, and this is exactly what led to the unthinkable. 2000 is the year all Barca fans would surely want to erase from their memories. That's because Florentino Perez indeed won Madrid's presidential elections, and the only thing left was to deliver to Madrid fans what was promised: The deal which the lousy agent of Figo, Vega signed with Perez played a huge role here. Now, there were two options for Figo. Either he joins Madrid or pays $30 million to Perez. Figo was adamant about staying at Barca, and he even asked Barcelona's president at that time to pay $30 million to Madrid so that he could play for Barcelona, but the president refused. Now the time came, and all Barcelona fans woke up to the news of Figo joining Madrid. To make it easier for new fans to understand how everyone felt, I will have to bring up the time when Messi won Copa America and was only waiting for his contract to be extended at Barcelona, which was so sure to be done that even Fabrizio Romano confirmed it. But what do you see? The next day, you see an Instagram post that talks have broken down and Messi is leaving? Yes, this is the same feeling, but even more intense as Figo had to join the arch-rival of Barcelona. Figo's transfer to Real Madrid in 2000 sent shockwaves through the football world. The Barcelona star made a seismic €62 million leap to Real Madrid, which is over €104 million today. This staggering amount unlocked Figo's contract buyout clause. Furthermore, Paulo also played a huge role as he was highly admired by Figo, and it's safe to assume that he also pushed Figo to join Madrid as Paulo received €1.5 million, aka €2.5 million in today's money, while Vega received €3 million, which would be worth $5 million today from the sale of Figo to Madrid. Now, the once beloved hero had turned into a villain in the eyes of Barcelona fans. And his return to Camp Nou, he was met with a tempest of boos and scorn, the air thick with betrayal and animosity. Now, Luis Figo's return to Camp Nou in a Real Madrid jersey in 2000 was epic. The stadium was boiling with fury, banners screaming traitor and Judas. Imagine nearly 98,000 Barcelona fans jeering as Figo stepped onto the pitch. His face was in disbelief, and he was covering his ears. And each time he touched the ball, the crowd erupted, throwing everything from oranges to mobile phones at him. Figo, who was usually Barcelona's corner taker, steered clear of corners that day to avoid the hostile fans. Barcelona won 2-0, and even Florentino Perez admitted the atmosphere was intense. Fast forward to November 23rd, 2002. Figo's back at Camp Nou, and this time it's wilder. Fans are hurling beer cans, lighters, and even golf balls. However, Figo decides to face the music and took corners and throw-ins amidst a storm of hostility. The most intense moment, he's taking a corner and it's raining missiles for 2 long minutes. But then, amidst the chaos, the game stops for 20 minutes. Why? A pig's head lands near the corner flag. This was the extent to which the Barcelona fans hated Figo. Now, have you seen The Figo Affair on Netflix? It's all about Luis Figo's move from Barcelona to Real Madrid. It's like a deep dive into one of football's most shocking transfers. The documentary shows Figo's rise and how he became Barcelona's hero. Then, he switches to Madrid, and the football world goes nuts. And you get to hear all the secret deals and drama from the people who were there, like his teammates and his big shot club presidents. It's not just about Figo swapping shirts. It's about how this move shook up the whole football scene, changing how transfers happen and firing up rivalries like never before. Now, Figo candidly spoke of the personal losses that accompanied his fame and fortune. A sense of home and a future in Barcelona, once so certain, had vanished. He broaches a more painful subject: friendships that dissolved in the wake of his controversial move. Friends that I no longer, he trails off. The sense of betrayal was clearly felt. Figo ponders the true nature of these relationships, realizing the stark reality as former allies distance themselves, weary of how an association with them would be perceived in Barcelona. He later adds, "It's complicated, but I understand." Well, I don't understand, but I don't care, Figo admits, revealing his internal struggle and talking about his concepts of friendship, once unshakable, were tested, leading to an unexpected suffering. Despite having to go through a dramatic transfer, the climax of Figo's career came on May 16, 2009. In a moment laden with emotion and triumph, he announced his retirement from professional football. He reaffirmed his decision on May 30th, leading to his final appearance on May 31st against Atalanta at the San Siro. In a heartfelt gesture, Javier Zanetti, a teammate and friend, insisted Figo captain the side for his farewell match. The San Siro erupted in a standing ovation as Figo, replaced by Davide Santon, made his exit, leaving behind a legacy etched in the hearts of fans. It was a fitting climax to a career that combined skill, drama, and a touch of destiny, making Luis Figo a name forever revered in the annals of football history. Now, if Florentino Perez never decided to make a move, Figo would have never joined Madrid. So, according to me, Florentino was the one and the only mastermind behind this move, and he currently is the president of Real Madrid while spearheading the European Super League. He surely is someone not to be messed with and is often called Papa Perez by fans all over the world. If you'd like to learn more about Papa Perez, click this video right here.